Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Super Bowl dreams are on the line today in the conference championship, where only one team can move on. It's the Browns going up against the Steelers. The towels are out, but it's set to be a cold one at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. That's where we'll say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, despite the elements, these fans here in Western Pennsylvania, they wouldn't dream of missing this one as you get a look inside snowy Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bryant spread out to the right.
Set! Black 20! No foul! Alert, alert!
Now Roethlisberger on first down. This is Bell on the down ball. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Steelers a first down.
White 80! 50!
Now a play fake here on first down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover. Because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant could be an all-star real soon.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown, and Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic, and Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Joe Hayden is a complete cornerback. He tackles, he covers, and does everything with incredible speed.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Set! Black 80! Hey! Kings.
On second down, Roethlisberger. He's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Set! Easy.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play. But look for them to try it again later.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. 10. offense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And trying to give a lift to this offense today will be the Duke, the former Cane, Duke Johnson.
Comes from a great tradition of runners at Miami of Florida. He's one of the best ones we've seen in recent years.
Now Griffin on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Stephon Tuitt's ability to play defensive end and yet rise up and knock passes away when quarterbacks try to throw them, he makes it hard to get around.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dagger, 6 DBs. Now it's Griffin. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Under. Slow. Ready. Back.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Ready. Back. 32. Back.
On second down, Griffin underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big games are, making someone miss in the open field.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Two jet.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They come out here in the eye.
Ready. 319. Two jet.
To throw again is Griffin. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 3rd and 1, Griffin is able to find Hawkins. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quick as we just saw there.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye.
Under. Ready.
The first down here for Johnson. impressive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Ready. Flag 32. Under.
Terrific on second down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Ready. Z.
On third down, Griffin. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. And Parkey missed it. That's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. So second down, 3 yards to go now. They come up with one running back. That's Bell.
Focus.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's third and short.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball,
All right,
make
here
sure
we
it's
go,
knocked
here we
away
go.
or down.
Black 80.
Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
50.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains,
No spacing.
you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Bryant spread out to the right.
Let's go now. Blue 30.
On second down, it's Bell. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
Set. Double.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
A good play on the ball, getting a hand on it, but it was tipped up in the air before falling incomplete. And that leads to way too many moments where bad things can happen for a defense and good things can happen for an offense. And this is tough to teach in today's football because everyone wants to make a highlight play. Tip it up in the air, grab it yourself, take it the other way. But sometimes that can backfire. How do you teach these guys to just make the good, solid, fundamental play of knocking it to the ground and not trying to make a highlight reel play that could backfire?
2 seconds to go, first quarter. On first down, Griffin. Caught, left side, it's Barnage. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
On second down, here's Griffin. Now look out, Griffin hit, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense.
You like the credit to the defense there. Right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They come up in an offset eye. Throwing now, Griffin on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Gonna give it to Johnson. And he's gonna bull his way forward to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. If you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
There goes Duke Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, 51 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. On the return, here's Justin Gilbert. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On the ground with Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
On second down, Roethlisberger trying to get it to Wheaton, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, They're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is low. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Ready, 3-19.
Second down, Griffin. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time, and it's third down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Flag, 32. Under.
From the gun on third down, Griffin. This will be caught inside the 10. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time. And it paid off on that play.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Blue 30.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 2nd and 10 here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go. Blue 30. Hurry up. Easy.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this one complete to Marcus Wheaton. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Let's go. Like 80. Double.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephen Paya in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
These 2. These 2. Like 30.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically.
Some to the right.
Like 20.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to go out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. It's Ross Cockrell that time that made the tackle.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now it's 2nd and 7.
Ready. 319. 319.
Now Griffin on 2nd down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The play clock's running down. To throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second down following the run. They'll come out in the pistol.
Blue 30. Big.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. They'll give it to him here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
That was a nice run, a nice game there as they head towards the 2-minute warning.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
50. Easy.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it brings up 4th down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down.
White side. Double.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. And the Browns getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start to just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead
and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Now Parkey for the extra point. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Here comes Gilbert. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can
hurry up, let's go.
And recover. And quickly they get to the line.
Eat these two.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Now being hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And James has it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Here we go.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Brown, the low receiver left. Here's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the interception, here's Griffin. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Under.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, Griffin. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Under. Ready, flag 32. Flag 32.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger finding time. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Yeah, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Under.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Ready, flag, 32, slow. Two jet. Z.
They'll need to get the ball out quickly. Here's Griffin, caught, left side, it's Barnes. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Ready, flag, 2 jet.
Now Griffin on first down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Ready, flag, 32. Under. Z. 319. Slow.
Now Griffin on second down. And this one brought in by Barnett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his...
And Griffin must have seen something he didn't like. He's going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Ready, flag, 32. Flag.
Now it's his carry for Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Play clock winding down. To throw is RG3, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Flag 32.
On 3rd down, Griffin. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the lead up to 14. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get back down. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And now it's 2nd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
Alert, alert! Let's go! 180! Hey, alert, 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 alert! 30! Easy, easy.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 53 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Exactly. Put it all the way down. Trying to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. 2nd and 10, once again, Griffin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Andrew Hawkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. They come up in an empty set. Four wide receivers, one tight end. From the gun on third down, Griffin. And he finds Barnage. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Griffin on first down. Over the middle, the pitch by Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree, getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Again on second and 10. It's Griffin. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Slow.
Throwing again, Griffin. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Middle.
Bryant spread out to the right.
Black, it's on!
Again, it's Bell. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on third or now. Throw on third down. On the right side, caught by Green. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down.
Look fire!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down, 8. They come up with one running back. That's Bell.
Big.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Set! Blue 30! Quarter! 4 down! Monday!
On third down, Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Heat these two. Hey, alert!
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Set! Black 20! Hurry up, let's go!
They'll go again with Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Bryant spread out to the right.
Set! 180! Go, 4 down! Black, I said!
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got his man here. It's Green. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Big Ben intercepted 8th. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Picked off by Major Wright. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
He missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Gilbert. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Let's go. Blue flag.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Over the middle here to Brown. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we do.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephen Paya in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a handoff, Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Ready, 319.
2nd down, Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
They come up in an offset eye.
Two jet.
On 3rd down, Griffin. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Parkey's hit is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Here comes Gilbert. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense, because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Let's go.
Roethlisberger going to hand it down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. They get 39 yards out of that one. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Focus. All right, now. 180.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic, maybe in the back of his mind.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Get on your feet.
Bryant spread out to the right.
Set. 180.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger surveying the field. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does. The quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
Well, they were in the red zone, and they needed a 1st down. Was it a surprise to you that they went to the tight end?
Not at all. I thought, though, the defense might put a little more pressure on him, but still able to complete it.
Let's go.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is in, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 30. Fighting through. And he takes this one into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 3 down.
And they take a knee.
Double tight. Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stay.
And they will take a knee here.
Hey, we got 3 down. Blue 30. Fire.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.